Hey there, this is K4A, Knowledge for All educational videos and tutorials. In this video today, we are going to try to learn how and when to use GameMaker GML Visual drag and drop block, which is called Set Friction. It's one of the movement blocks, and again, I'm not sure how many times you're going to use it for your games, maybe for some platformers, but friction is some kind of force which resists the movement. It turns your movement lower and with less force. So let's try to use that in a previous example in which we added some kind of enemy which goes from left to right in our game. So this triangle here, and for example, again, my game designer says I want to this triangle to go straight at the player, like enemy, first very fast and furious at him, but when it goes near to him, I want that triangle to go a little bit slower to give the player a chance to run away or to avoid it or something like that. Or it can be opposite. It's even better that goes slowly, and then when it comes to him, it goes faster, like he saw the player, so he is speeding up, something like that. But again, for your games, probably you would be using it for some kind of let's say maybe some kind of ice or floor which has some kind of force on to push on the player movements, and you can see on those images that it is the force which resists the sliding or rolling of one of solid object or on another. And the simplest example is here, this guy pulling the box to the right, but the box is trying to stay in the place, so it gives a friction force to it, and the floor also has the friction. So think in those terms, like ice or floor which you cannot move fast, which will slow you down, and stuff like that. Okay, so we have defined the obj spike left to have gravity on the start, on create event with gravity direction with 0, meaning go to the right, and gravity force of 0.05, so it's not very fast. And for example, my game designer wants to test it on its own, so he says, okay, I want you to add the friction to this element, to this guy here, this enemy, which I can press on some button, for example button F, like friction, and it will slow the triangle down. So I'm coding in my obj spike left. You can use whatever you want. I want to find event which says when the button G, keyboard button F like friction, is pressed. So I need to find it here in key up, key press, key down, something of those. I will use key down maybe to try with that. Key down, left no, right no, control no, I need F, that is letters. So key down, letters, F, I want that event. And when the key down F is pressed, I want to do what? I want to go to motion blocks, movement blocks, and find friction. Here it is, set friction, apply friction to the instance moment. That's it. So 0 is default. If I try the game now and press F, I think nothing will happen because 0 is neutral number, like it doesn't adds up or subtracts from. So instead of 0 I will try some other number, and I mostly use some bigger numbers for testing just to see if stuff works. So it will work probably with number 3 or 30, but let me try with 300 just to see it in more effect. So I'm like game designer now. I'm testing my game. I'm pressing F, and you can see how it started forcing the triangle to slow. I have pressed it only once and it works like this, so I cannot bring it back to my normal speed, and I don't want to do that. So things are working here. I will try maybe 30 instead of 300 just to test it, how slow down it will look. So again, it will happen only when I press F on my keyboard now, and it goes slowly, but the problem is here, as many times I press the F or any keyboard now, nothing happens. So what do I have to do now? I have to say, okay, when I press, for example, some other key down G, or yeah, it's one next to each other, letters G, I will just put friction 0, or yeah, so friction would be 0 when I press G, so no slowdown, and it will be 30 when I press F, so my enemy will slow down. So you can use it for games like, I don't know, maybe some kind of racing games where you slow down and speed up, or maybe trying to go as close as possible. Yeah, again, it's very specific block, and some of those blocks in game engines with drag and drop blocks are very funny, and most of the game designers will never use them. They will code this same exact feature or mechanics by typing the code when they need it, and they would not reserve it for gravity only or friction or whatever. So I would probably, when I want to move these triangles up and down, or left, right, top and bottom, I would never use drag and drop blocks in terms of, not only because I don't use it in GameMaker, I use mostly coding, but it's also more native and intuitive to me to use X and Y position, move left, move right, move faster, move slower, and so on. That's it. Again, imagine this, imagine this, for example, now this is some kind of enemy or player moving on the screen, and when he touches the ice he goes slow, so he cannot chase you on the ice, he's slow on the ice, and you code your game and say, okay, when it's in this space or touching this object, white square, white ice, white snow, go slow on it so my player can run away, and the moment you touch the normal environment, go fast like this. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you in next one. Bye for now.